What's going on YouTube? My name is Natepushweights, and quite frankly, I don't really make videos talking about the Dallas Cowboys like that. The Dallas Cowboys are my team. I usually just sit down and watch them, and this season has been a quite shame. Okay, and I want to talk about the Dallas Cowboys this year. Dallas Cowboys 2020. Pretty much everything that's wrong with the Dallas Cowboys this season. Quite frankly, it has to do with three things: bad ownership, terrible coaching, overpaid players. Quite frankly, we all know, with the Joneses, everything is their show. Everything is quite frankly just them. They are the front running the whole organization. Of course, Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, Charlotte Jones, Jerry Jones Jr. Every owner knows this right now. Okay. And I feel as though the Cowboys have a big task at hand and figure out where they want to what they want to do coming forward after the season, whether they want to try to find a new coach or trade off some players, whatever it may be. Right now it's not looking good for the Cowboys. They look very confused, in my opinion. Now, talking about the coaching staff, Mike McCarthy, the two Mikes, Mike McCarthy and Mike Nolan, they both basically got fired from their jobs back then, and everybody pretty much looks at them as terrible coaches as of today, and no one really liked Mike Nolan from the beginning because of his losing type defense. But Mike Nolan, he was a good coach at Green Bay, but we have to remember he was fired from his position with a great quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers said, "Hey, we don't need him anymore." Pretty much, he got fired, and now he's a Dallas Cowboys coach. How do I feel on that situation? Terrible coaching. There is a chance that we picked up an old school style coach that just can't adjust to what is capable in the game today. Meaning, he's an old school coach, and in this era, 2020, stuff doesn't fly. I feel as though coaching wise, he doesn't grasp with the players as well as he should be. In the meaning of nobody really liked Jason Garrett as well. We had him as a coach, but I feel like Jason Garrett got along with a lot of the players, and a lot of players did respect him. They did respect him in a way. I don't feel it. I don't feel it's the same way with Mike Nolan and Mike McCarthy. I don't feel as though they really respect them. Obviously, we heard the leaks about a player basically saying these coaches don't know what the hell they're doing. So this is a big problem right here. So you got a head coach and you got players that just literally doesn't care because the coach is the coach. For instance, think of Reggie Bush. Okay, when Reggie Bush came into the league, we all know what Reggie Bush did. Played for the Saints. Obviously, his coaches back then was insane, and he still is. Think of this: Reggie Bush came to the league, and when he came to the league, everybody was like, "All right, yeah, he's gonna be that dude." And he did change the game at running back. But I think he bought in with his coach, meaning he grabbed a connection with his coach to where he could succeed. And the coach actually bought in as well. The coach picked him up and put players around him. Put linemen, put quarterback, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Drew Brees. But you guys get it, right? He put players around that player to succeed. Not only a, coaching connection, but a social connection as well. Just like the Seahawks coach. Just like it was in college. You got to have a social connection. That's what I'm trying to say about coaching wise. Now let's get on with overpaid players. Now overpaid players, this is a big thing when it comes to Cowboys because a lot of people talk about it from different teams. Hey, you overpaid Zeke. Hey, you overpaid Amari or whatever. Hey, I don't think Dak Prescott is worth this money. Let me talk about Dak Prescott. I don't think Dak Prescott should sign with the Cowboys. You want to know why? Because I don't think the Dallas Cowboys is. I don't think Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is worth more than the Dallas Cowboys. So I don't think he should give his time for the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys just don't seem like they are just all in with the obvious leader on their team. So I think Dak Prescott should take his wings, get his money from whoever gives him his money, and yeah, that'll be it. But yeah, as far as that goes, overpaid players, man. Ezekiel Elliott, he's definitely an overpaid player. That is one of my favorite players on the Dallas Cowboys. But I can agree with people. He is definitely an overpaid player. You should never obviously pay a running back that much money, no matter how good he is, because he can go down the next year pretty much easily. And then I know that's the harsh business about football. Obviously, if a player is worth his money, definitely pay him. But oh man, he took a lot of change out of the Dallas Cowboys. Now on to other players on the team. D-Law, Demarcus Lawrence. He is overpaid as well. As like I said again, man, it could happen with any player. The Dallas Cowboys just seem to be overpaying players like crazy, left and right. Jalen Smith, Lyle Collins, people that aren't even on the field right now. Like it just breaks my heart in general to see a lot of players be paid that much money and then they're not playing. They're out with like little neck injuries and all this other stuff. Yeah, it may be serious, but when you're consistently out every year and you're only playing 6 games a year and stuff like that, like wow. That's pretty much it. That's all I really have to talk about as far as the Dallas Cowboys. Heartbreaking season. What should happen? I think you definitely need to fire the coaching staff, in my opinion, just because you got to set the tone. If the players aren't buying in with the coaching staff, you can't fire the whole player base. You can't fire all the players. If you fire all the players, you have no team. So I think the coaching staff has to go. Yeah, it's not looking good. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button, comment below. I also want to say, like I said again, this is another reason as to why you need to fire the coaching staff. We all seen that play, DK Metcalf against the Cardinals when he ran down Buda Baker. I know that's one player, but imagine how much you have to be bought in with your coach to do something like that. You know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. You just do. Yeah, you can be one player just doing all that, but it's heavily weighted by the coach on the team to motivate you to be better than what you are. So, fire Mike Nolan, fire Mike McCarthy. It's got to change. Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video.